So my vision, I suppose, for the future is like part of it is around looking at not getting rid of cars, but just using cars more sensibly, using the space in the city more sensibly, creating more green space in the city, maybe losing some green space to make a more compact city, but actually replacing that on the buildings, using our green space more efficiently, more interestingly, as social space, a space for nature, for biodiversity, for food production or whatever, but space for people. All of it is space for people. So that this kind of like vibrant, living, open environment, I think, is that's where we need to be.
At this moment, just we need political will and the social innovation and the community and people that actually want to let happen. And then the next point is how we can get political will either top down or bottom up from the community leader, social leader, student leader, and celebrity. Could they really stand up, say, or scientists? Can they stand up, say, that's our planet and that's our world we want to face it, and we don't want our children or grandchildren still have those crises. We have to do something.
So I think our institutions need to change quite significantly. I think we can no longer believe in institutions that have old models for decision making, that have command and control type approaches, whether that's business or government or even in the civil society sector. We need to have more collaborative and more creative approaches to decision making, and I think that requires institutional reform, and we may need to apply the sort of theories of Joseph Schumpeter from the 1930s and 40s around creative destruction in economies and in capitalism to our institutions, and have very, very different forms of organising society in the future.
Environmental problems are global, and the only entity that can address them sufficiently are governments, and they have to do this in international agreements. And so I truly believe, consumers are wonderful and they should be educated, and small businesses are wonderful and can do wonderful, sustainable entrepreneurship things, and students like you. No, you're not going to have any influence whatsoever unless you vote the right governments into power who will actually make the difference.
I think innovation creates new opportunities for both environmental improvement and also economic opportunities and possibly job creations. And so in a sense, innovation giving more positive answers and for the solutions, which has a great opportunities. But to do such kind of innovative innovation, let's say, then only company people, designers, sitting in a small room doesn't make very interesting innovation so much. And you have to go out the room and to meet different people, to sometimes consumers or other people having a great idea to provide you to give solutions. So like a dialogue is quite important to make real sustainable solutions.
I think what we also need is better pipelines in place to actually stimulate the people that do have ideas. If you've got a good new idea for a more sustainable product and you need €30,000 to build a proof of concept, that money isn't there. There is no money there to do that. So again, there's relatively small amounts of money that are needed to just get some of this system working. So we need, incentives and support for the innovators, the entrepreneurs and inventors. We need a system in place, that has the labs or the hot houses for the new ideas. We need the training for the eco-entrepreneurs in business, because often the engineers or the green enthusiasts businesses fail because they just don't know enough about business. So that the eco-entrepreneurs need better training in marketing and finance and logistics and manufacturing. And then we need specialist, if you like, incubators to start the businesses. And then maybe even we need special sections within business parks again. So as the business grows, there are structures and support systems to support companies and entrepreneurs.